How unfortunate that you've been forced to wait so long. I'm so sorry. I'm just letting my tea steep before I give it a whirl. Just a couple minutes at least. I made some tea. It is one of the black teas that I had left over from one of the tins. It still smelled fine. It's a black tea. It's not gonna affect it too much. I just wanted a little bit of tea to go with the morning. I'll have my monster later. What? What's up? Monster. Monster. Heathen. Etc. I mean, yeah, you've not been feeling well, so. But I shaved. Just did that. I finished that about 20 minutes ago. So I'm feeling kind of slightly fresh. Don't worry, the sink is actually pretty much pristine now. I even did some extra cleaning aside from whatever was left. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm not that mean to the bathroom, or you. How long have I been watching this for? 3 minutes. Give it another minute and tea will be ready to go, and we can rock. Hey, Sigurd, how you doing? How's your probably evening, if I'm guessing you're from Europe, right? Afternoon, sort. Yippee doing pretty good. Getting some tea ready in just a moment, and then I will pick up the party. Wonderful. You get to hear me stumble over my words for a couple hours now. Tease about that in just a second. All right. Got Nero. Get this off my screen. Let's roll. Okay, so if you don't remember from last time, we left off after investigating the footprints around the crime scene. Oh, I'm definitely solving it, huh? We now, I believe, need to deal with removing the body. But, you know, we also dealt with, we asked around. We are the amnesiac cop who is fighting with the voices in his head. Classic case of, actually, I don't know. I don't really know how many things have done amnesiac police officer, but I'm sure there's been one. We are in the city of Revachol, if I'm not mistaken. The currency is rail or real. It's just spelled real, but it has an accent, so I butcher it anyways. This is our friend and partner in this case, Kim Kitsuragi, if you don't remember. These two man children are throwing rocks at the body. We chatted with some random locals, most of which were kind of upset that apparently Amnesiac Cop here is a raging alcoholic and was not very nice. But there wasn't too much. I spent 2 hours doing a whole lot of nothing, essentially, aside from world building, which is nothing wrong with that. World building's good. It's kind of the point of this. But we have a body to deal with. So let's get right to it.
Yes?
I suppose I haven't really directly talked with Kim yet. You seem to be following me. Excellent. I guess I should hammer this home. No response. Alright, sorry. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. Kim Kitsuragi. No response. He just arches his brow. Rhetoric, medium success. He's having trouble processing it, believing it, even. I feel like I gotta repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved. Shit. I haven't had my tuning fork of talking with Kim yet. He's only said just yes. Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? Empathy. Easy success. There's a certain harsh edge to his voice. Like, he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. What's wrong with personal affairs? What should I concentrate on? But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me? I'm afraid this is a medical situation. Oh yeah, the rain is very nice. Okay. Let's do... I'm completely lacking in basic information. Fine. We should get through the day first. Off hours begin at 2100. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Alright. That's fine. That's actually pretty nice. I'll try to muscle through it with him then. I'm not trying to make my partner hate me. Focus on other people's problems, not your own. Now, that is the relief. Okay, forget it. A moment passes, the lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist. Nothing leave. Okay. Alright. Investigate the body. The hanged man. Corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. Gross. You seem to be holding your breath. Look down. Cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils. Ha! God. What is that? Why is it so bad? Active decay. The lieutenant raises a white piece of linen to his nose. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging. Kuno S.
He's about to blow! The cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Alright, turn away and leave. I'm not gonna hurl. Let's do this. This kid's ladder is rickety but still climbable. Ladders for kids wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Let's see. Let's investigate these other little side pieces. Ooh. Magnesium +1 morale. Money. 20 rail. What's this greenhouse? Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. That must be for the gardener that we spoke to on the street. Got fucked. Fucked real bad. Alright. Dumpster. Trash container. This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says Whirling in Rags. Inland Empire, medium success. There's something in there. Not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container. Trash container. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death. Lieutenant, what do you think could be in here? Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. But do my gut feeling. I don't know if he really cares about gut feeling. Let's do seems a reasonable assumption. He leans in to inspect the lock. How do we get the lock open? We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or, Lieutenant. Or we could ask for the key from the manager at the Whirling in Rags. Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. Logic. He might have the information. This is better than the pry bar idea. Okay. Alright, let's talk to this child, because this one seems to be like more of an egg on.
The pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Alright, I'll take a step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me. Let's see. Let's just try to keep it on the DL, because I remember when we were last left off, I talked to the kid, but you know, my inner monologues stated that he was basically all adrenaline or muscle or something, and he wasn't really going to cooperate in any capacity unless if I forced him. So let's see if the one egging on we can kind of just coax more so. What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, Kutta Vittu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Okay.
Don't be traumatizing here! Get the fuck out of here!
Interesting. Okay, so that's no use. Let's see if we can't investigate the trash container, because that might have something to help out with the body up here, because I can't climb the rickety ladder. Let's take a look over here real quick before I head back inside. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. No thoughts? Okay. Pile of Eternite. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material. Eternite. Perception. Sight, medium 11. Why am I looking at this pile of the roofing material? Failure. Because it's nice and orderly. Well laid palette. Easy on the eyes. Conceptualization. Medium success. Rhythmic pattern. Calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff. Inland Empire. Medium success. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling. What feeling? Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones. Kim, what is this? It's nothing. Or, sorry, pile of Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Leave. Alright, even though it looks quite obviously like a barricade, I am a, like, trauma savant. Okay, alright. Let's see. Oh, shit. Electronic doorbell. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in East Delta Commerce Center. Main hall, Building A. On Andrew Orlando Harris, SCA. Artemetep. Boxing for young athletes in gym. 24-hour window. Emma's Fashion Atelier. Fabron's Taxi. The rest has been burned off. Slipstream SCA, Fortress Accident SCA, Ravachol Ice City, Main Building B, or Main Hall Building B, Whirling in Rags, East Delta Pinball, entrance from Building B, empty card, leave. I'm leaving. Let's search some trash. It's an RPG. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Rue des Saint-Ghislain, 8B. Oh, hey, there's a child over here. Small person. I have to loot everything. I'm dumb and I don't know what I'm doing. Mail collection box. This post Le Ventier Courier mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. Graffito, not graffiti. Closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. Good mail delivery box? No, I'm good. I don't need to be that weird. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dime on its cover. On the cover stands a very muscular man, surrounded by flames. The book is titled Man from Helmdal and the Wildfire. This book is about Pate. This book, you don't really understand what it is about, nor does it seem important. My thoughts. It takes willpower to even read the author's name. Jean Kaus from Iguania? Oh, wait. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. And then a book about... Damn it, I missed the dialogue. Options, I know, right?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello, I am the law. Hi. These are options. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of store is this? Is it okay if I ask you some questions? Actually, let's do, yeah, let's ask about the store. Why not? I'm curious.
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Encyclopedia. Challenging failure. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. Bruh. What is a book? What is a postcard? Don't be ridiculous. I know all these things. Why not?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
Wow, she's actually being kind to me. Instead of just being like, what? What's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
Empathy, medium success. She's unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness. And what's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Interesting. Thank you.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
That's so sad. What is your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Placence.
Placence?
She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organizing the stock.
The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide, as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signaling that the store is open.
She nods eagerly.
Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Empathy, medium success. A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of books on the counter. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold. You're cold. Can I help you in some way?
Kind of you to offer, sir.
She doesn't know what else to say. Empathy. What could you do to help her anyway? I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Such a good tripper you are. Already learning the value of hard work. Bro, sitting out in the cold, that's not... I should have a word with the store owner, maybe? Annette.
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mom by luring in customers.
She stands upright and smiles like a little soldier.
Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm.
What is this crime business? Shouldn't you be in school or something?
Annette, I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mom keep this place running.
What is school? I love this. This is good. Isn't going to school more important than this?
Mom says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mom says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Composure, medium success. There's stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette. How's the business going?
Mom says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being...
She looks over her shoulder.
Cursed.
Inland Empire, medium success. Behind her the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders. Cursed? In what way? Or good to hear that's going well. Nah. What's up, child?
Cursed in a way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. They all go...
She's looking for the right word. Bankrupt. Ass up. Or say nothing. Bankrupt.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look at the creaking boards in the window. I just love how ridiculous, like, there's just 180, like, it's either just like, oh, you know, this is a completely sane response, or this is a completely fucking off the rails response. I don't think curses are real.
They shouldn't be, but they seem real. Anyhow, they say that these grounds are doomed for businesses.
It's just regular trading and selling of things, child. It doesn't work out for most people. That's more patronizing, but they're not doomed. But your mother should learn from their mistakes. More of like an optimistic take on the quote-unquote quote curse.
Of course, sir.
She doesn't know what else to say. I can lambast her about, what is this crime business? Alright. Well, who are these famous people?
Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians. Those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches her cold, reddened cheek, then continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Logic, easy success. Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them. Reading those doesn't make the readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
She smiles gleefully. Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone should write a book about me one day. Fame is for vain people. Famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. You know what? Famous for vain people.
Okay, sir.
She stamps her feet, waiting for what comes next. I mean, that's fair. It's just a child. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man.
She smiles at the thought, perhaps imagining herself in this situation.
Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about a man and lady business, sir.
Yeah. What about when everyone is poor? You know, I really shouldn't ask these fucking loaded questions to this poor child. That's enough romance for me. I had other questions.
Maybe some about other books?
She rubs her chilled nose with her fist. You know what is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries, or things like that, in the work of a policeman or private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Wait. Not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. All right. Okay, I get it. Crime murder gets the people going. She taunts.
And it's kind of like a puzzle, too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
By the way, PT Dubs, I'm a policeman myself.
You don't look much like a policeman.
She examines you, as if to find something policeman-like. What does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. Wow. Oh my god. These are some options. Used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. You know, nobody actually looks like that guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway. It's your points to your head. Wow, look at that guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen. I actually had some other questions. Let's see. You know what? Let's see. Do I fight toxic masculinity? Do I make her think I'm a fucking dweeb? Do I fanboy, or do I just like not hassle the small child? I'm not hassling a small child. All right, see you. All right, I have wasted enough time, so let's go get the key from the manager. All right, I didn't level up one of my skills. I think I was going to level up empathy because that seems to be kind of like a really good middle ground for everything. Or did I already do that last time? Let's see. Where is... Ah, here we go. Yep, I still have a level up, so... Okay. Except changes in clothes. More empathetic. Oh, this
Can I
was...
help you?
He arches an eyebrow. Is the trash container out back yours? Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags. Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked? Why? Wait. Oh, why? To keep the hobos and drunks out, that's why. And the neighbors, too. They put their trash in there and they don't pay for the garbage company. I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container? Well, yes, us and the garbage disposal company. Rhetoric, trivial success. It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. It isn't callous. Wonder what this feeling is. Prod him. Prod at him and find out. God. That's a good point, because technically it is wasteful to throw out food, but it's... I'm gonna try to keep it straight. We need those keys. What do you need them for? It concerns the case. The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden. Please cooperate. He takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. Just bring them back once you're done, please. Alright. By the way, I'm gonna sink here. Alright, goodbye. Letter R wears a crown. The ribbon below, a light descending, a light above descending. This is the logo of the municipality of Arabichol. Open the padlock with the key. Trash container. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Inland Empire. Easy success. Don't! Maybe you shouldn't. Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there? There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid. Open the lid. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. We're just in time. The lieutenant peers in. This hasn't been emptied for over a week. Look under the boxes of carton. You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. Interfacing, medium success. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. Used to, what? Dumpster diving? No, searching for evidence in the trash. Dive further. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Solil cereal, I think. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Pick out the rags. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers? As the legs of slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air. The victim's clothes? The lieutenant smells them. Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Drop them in here, officer. Bag the trousers. The lieutenant quickly searches the jeans. Guitar. Mark blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt too wide. A wide belt. The loops appear stretched, but... He looks into the container. The belt is missing. That's it.
Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here. Something slimy catches your eye. Reach for it. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus. Bag of the shirt. This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. He nods to himself. Anything more? Perception site. Or, yeah, perception. Trivial success. The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eyes, but other than that, thrown out towel, a mug, that's all. Right. We should go to Garte again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard, or that one. Ipo nods toward the red-haired boy behind him. I'd advise against confronting that force. You think someone from the world might have been involved, maybe? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and the establishment had the key. It's just a small, loose thread. Okay, proceed. The mug. I'm getting that mug. Search the food waste. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands, apple and potato peels mostly, unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, Inland Empire, medium success. Nothing! It's nothing! Nothing more to see here. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Pick it out. Damaged ledger. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes written in a man's handwriting. Officer, is that your paperwork? I don't know what this is. It is. Look. He points to the clipboard. The plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in here. A miserable looking paper, or slip of paper sticks to the board. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Let's see. Must have been cramping my style. Is a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it with a great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone from the whirling it threw it in the trash. I don't know. Boring. I don't know. I'm gonna say that drunk me didn't want to be a cop anymore. Well, he doesn't know what to say. Empathy, medium success. His eyes express a rare condolence. Then he picks it up. Lucky we found it. You should take stock of what remains. Just to be sure, some has not made it into the hands of RCM's adversaries, organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes. Okay. I'll do that. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. He peers into the trash, where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see, or are we finished? Tutorial agent. Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and find the Interact tab to read your paperwork. Hi fam, I kinda want that mug. A mug. I'm getting that mug too. You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of a yellow man frolicking in saffron. An antique? Question mark? Only in its social sensibility. Take the mug. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash. I kind of don't want it anymore. I don't want fucking racist paraphernalia. The container sounds a muffled gong. That's one thing off the list. The lieutenant sounds relieved. I think we got it all. Open the lid again. Give me the trash. Give me the trash. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's go return the key. Actually, let's do some inventory. Yep. This broken-eared mug somehow made its way into the Whirling in Rags dumpster. It depicts a persona of Samaran descent, or Samaran, fucking pronunciation, frolicking a field of saffron flowers. Buck-toothed and grinning feeble-mindedly, it seems to be a cheap knockoff of some colonial-era antique. Terrible. Damaged ledger. This is the ledger you found in the trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged to start keeping notes with. How do I interact with you? Okay. Damaged ledger. It's a ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Anything else? There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Inland Empire, medium success. Below the pathetics. Terror. Do not look into its blue heart. Inspect the toilet paper. It's just toilet paper, sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Leave it there, it's cool. Take it off. Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your fingers, and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better. Inspect the clip. An aluminum block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. Run your fingers across the aluminum, and subsequently cut it, I'm sure. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Logic, medium success. It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you can read these there? Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned? And point to the sticker. What? He's lost in his own notes. Takes a moment for him to see. Yes, a halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property. Interesting. What kind of information? It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue. Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved. Logic, medium success. Spiro Decor, medium success. How many years have you've been on the force? He's thinking, it'll have that. How can I read it? Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. You mentioned the headlights of your Kanima? Yes. There is a pause. RCM vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks. Interfacing, easy success. This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on. That's all, thank you. Okay, he returns to his neatly kept notes. While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight. Look at the clipboard. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone into submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4-sized board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM. What did you say the color was? Blue. An Empire, medium success. The Blue Heart! Don't look into it! Back to the rest of this mess. I don't know if I want to smell it. Browse the white papers. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches of sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across the page. Excuse me. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. What is in there? What are they about? Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51 this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention, but there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken. Not completed, mind you. Logic, easy success. It's the middle of March. You've attempted 2 cases a week on average. Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant? Huh? He raises his nose from his notes. 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though. Ooh. He raises both eyebrows. That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you're making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. That's okay. He nods, then turns back to his own case files. We all make mistakes. Esprit de corps, medium success. God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of gills, the checkered paper is dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible. There was a mention of a, naming convention? Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins, yet still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. Conceptualization, medium success. A title, one might even say. One that draws inspiration from stoop fiction and Vespertine cop show staples. Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. More. Others appear more lighthearted. The guy's on a couch in an unexpected location. And the murder at Hookah Parlor. Even the rare article-free Collapsing Tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done later, once you're done inspecting them up close. Okay, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention. You mean the alphanumeric officer? Precinct time of arrival at the scene? No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles. Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does that. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM. Right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things, it persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have one named. He peeks into his notes. The man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. A little grim. He smiles. I pray his loved ones never find out. What happened to him? Rail spike through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. Let's see. Count the pages. I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Logic, medium success. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Commit to paper, using the pen Lena gave you. The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green 8 pen in a brash freehand style to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily, it's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect body's victim. Interview the cafeteria manager. Conceptualization, medium success. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. Cross out the ones you've already finished. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done. It seems to say, and you, and you. Interfacing, medium success. You're a swashbuckler with a pen, Harry, and it feels good. It feels like completion. Damage ledger. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizen militia. Now all that remains is the name of the case. Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case? No, actually. Any ideas? Well, come on, this is loaded. Like, yeah, I could name it something ridiculous, but, like... Hangman. Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking, too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. He flips the pages of his notebook. I'm going to start calling it the Hangman. It's good we sorted this out. I'm done with inspecting these. Okay. Sure. Can I read the case files now? Yeah, logic, medium success. Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB41120117:00, the next world mural. HDB41, weren't those officer, precinct? Why yes, your precinct number is 41. In HDB, every last alphanumeric in the file begins with it, and these are your case files. It is safe to say HDB are your initials. Horace Debbie Behringer, Param Darha Binzakin. I don't know what to say about that. I got nothing either. Logic really isn't the best faculty to have with this conversation with, but it's one you got. Sorry. Inland Empire, medium success. Yeah, we're staying out of this business for now. HDB is bad news from yesteryear. It's shit, honcho. How long does it take to read a case? It takes about a half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Where do you want it to start? I can revisit this, because I don't want to waste time. Browse the yellow papers. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red. All covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Logic, easy success. Then rip them out from the binder. And hand them out, according to the type form. What types of form are there? 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle one are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. Conceptualization, medium success. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. Field autopsy. 1,000 pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs. Station call. These are quite sinister in tone. Excuse me again. They give a date and a time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. Misconduct fine. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. Rhetoric, medium success, but they appear pleasantly vague. That's not good. Enough of these. Close the forms. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. Put the ledger away. Interact with the yellow man mug. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. There's actually quite a lot to read into here. Actually, let's look at all the content. Oh boy. Here you go. What are you going to say about a broken tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage? Man, I should give this mug its own voice. Let's see. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful for denouncing it. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? Prejudice. But it was in the trash. Why not call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective. Fine. Alright. Let's do an autopsy report. Alright, well. Endurance, legendary failure. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within. Try to walk away. Or no, let's just go. Bleh. Gross. Now I need to hydrate. Endurance. You feel a great force ringing for you from the stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies underneath your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid. Sorry. It's okay. Happens to everyone. The lieutenant hands you one of his white handkerchief. Keep it. Thanks. Wipe my mouth. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. You think that would help? If you can handle the headache, he nods. Some officers use it to deal with cadavering odor. Okay, where do we get ammonia from? That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. He nods towards the plaza. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the thrift store nearby. Alright. Let's do the vehicle first. Inside, you see, yep, we've already done this. How do I turn on the headlights? He turns the white preheater on, waits, takes out his keys and says, "Alright, ready." I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater. Empathy, medium success. He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage. Press engine start. Kupri Kanima. Dashboard lights up with orange glow. That was loud. Rounds per minute gauges jump and the engine of Kupri Kanima comes to life with a whiny growl. Press the button labeled headlights. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle. There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now. Interfacing. As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears, a street grid in the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you. There she is, Rivachol West. There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice. Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro perforations. Look at the shimmering street grid. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of RCM, and yet the major arteries of Rivachol are recognizable. The shimmer in the Kanima's headlights. Wait, look around you. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. Ah, Martinet. He smells the air and says, "Where are we on this?" Point to the halogen map. "Let me see." He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it. "Right here," he says, his fingers near to the top of the map. A segment of coast jetting out into the great ocean. Seems nice. No, it does not, the lieutenant says without optimism. Oh. Look at the perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. Tally up the different rows. First row is 18 dots. And the next one is the longest. It runs all the way around the border and then some. Count them individually. There are so many it's hard to count. More than 150 at least, maybe even 200. What about the last row? The last row is 3 perforations. That's it? Hey Kim, what do all these holes mean? Point to the dots on the watermark. Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They're your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Rhetoric, medium success. Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years? Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Do you really think I have any idea? Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row. The ones that wraps all the way around is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see. Wow, more than 200. Is that a lot? It's quite a lot. Even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades, usually clearing that more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. So you're saying I used to be a super cop? Call it what you want. You are a valuable member of your precinct. Now let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. So I'm a killer. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. Also, hey Zilf, how you doing, bud? I realize I have the chat slightly over the portraits. There we go. Okay. That's okay. I can use a break in the talking. My nose is getting a bit dry. I'm gonna drink some water for a moment. Do you have a nice day off? You get to rest and relax for a little bit? How's everybody doing? If you're feeling for chatting for a second, Because I could definitely use just a slow going moment. Need to shop for some food for tomorrow's trip. Oh, you're going on a trip? What are you doing? Where are you going? No, nowhere crazy, I hope. Especially with I don't know what it's like in Sweden for COVID. Or if you're vaccinated. Jeez. Yeah, let me give me 1 second, everybody. Let me grab an extra drink because I think I need to let the back of my throat like moisten back up a little bit. So I'll be right back. Yeah, let me know about your trip, Zelv. Ooh. Gobble? Often Friday. Work at a receiving station. Jeez. Are there going to be benefits for this or for Microsoft servers? Huh. Yeah, let me do a little bit of a write up for it. I'll be right back, bud. I need to grab some liquids. Let me adjust my fancy be right back. There we go. All right. All right, folks. Took a moment to swap some laundry around. Yeah, Zil, what's up? I know you've been crazy tired lately, so I hope you're not, like, being forced to do any of this stuff or you're burning yourself out. You need to take breaks every now and again, you know? I mean, if you're loving what you're doing, that power to you. But, you know, everybody can get burned out on the stuff they like. Let's get this off my screen. All right. I'll give him some time to respond. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. It's obvious the lieutenant... I'm sorry. It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Yes. He says, declining to elaborate. Empathy, medium success. It's not a problem for him to state it, however. How do you handle the strain? Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others. He gives you a meaningful look. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Like what? Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it for now. Maybe I should find a hobby? Yeah, this is the gardening glove thing that I remember seeing for like a quick clip from. Why not gardening? You've hardly got the gloves. He points to your yellow gardening gloves. Spirit decor, medium success. It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. Thanks for this. He nods. Alright, let's go. Alright, I'll go turn off the lights. You're pressing the remote control on the key. You can now see your statistics on your journal page, right at the task description. The handkerchief, given to you by Lieutenant Kitsuragi. One corner is adorned with a lace and a tiny embroidered portiere. Nice. Alright. Let's talk to her real quick.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
How are things? Do you still have your salts? I think I could use some. Ampule of ammonia. Sure, I am done with them. She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you. Go easy on the stuff. It gives me a terrible headache. Alright, thank you. Thin glass tube wrapped in cotton netting, used to treat fainting spells. Produced by St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. No, this is a quest item. You don't have to equip it to use it. Just having it in your inventory is enough. So wait, does that mean I can... Interesting. I want to talk to him again. I want to see if I can't help him out, or at least talk to him about his issue.
Again, my man. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind, man? Empathy. What do you see in his eyes? Formidable success. In his eyes, a half-familiar longing.
Flecks of golden, brown and gold. Familiar how? It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest down the street that goes beyond the horizon. What's in the southwest? Excuse me? He emerges from his reverie. Composure, medium success. A flinch jolts his frame. The question has touched a nerve. Really, you can tell me. Man, he sighs. I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. Miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Dora. And I'm stuck in this shit, so far from home. Diora? Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much on another island called Laurentide, off mainland. Got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What's it like to miss someone? What's it like? Good and bad. An ache that brings you joy. He smiles warmly. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail, the living with them, and comforts me. There's a pause and a sigh, then he turns his eyes to you. What about you, cop man? You missing someone? Inland Empire, medium success. Is that what it is? This feeling? But I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. Feel for you, man, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. But, hey, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. And I know it wasn't easy to ask. He smiles. I hope you find your way through your troubles. I'm glad. I'm glad to help him out a little bit too. Let's give it a whirl. Endurance, legendary failure. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You managed to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears. Ammonia didn't help at all. Nor does the wind right now. You feel the lieutenant pat your back, rhythmically. Esprit de corps. The weight is reassuring, like a cranal on a solid fortification. Pat, pat, pat. I have seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You're facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life? Or, this is bullshit, I don't want to be a cop anymore. Can we do something else? I think I want to solve this Alright, first option. I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate, throw up, initial autopsy, throw up, bag it. He pats your back again. Then drive to the station, maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. You seem fine. I think I've lost my sense of smell. There's a pause. Drama, medium success, a white lie. Not being hungover helps too. Do it without me. I just can't keep it down. No, this is a two-man assignment, because it needs 2 officers to complete. It needs your help. He withdraws his hand and looks you in the eye. You need to get your shit together. But I don't want to get my shit together. It's just okay. I don't think my shit is together. So yeah, all right. Thought gain, volumetric shit compressor. Okay. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. Tutorial agent. You have received a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet in the bottom right and equip it. Turn away. Alright. So, I'm 52% of the way through this one. But this one has a far lower internalization time. I think in the immediate time, I think I'm going to try to internalize this one. Oh, I can do both at the same time. There we go. Your shit is apart, and it's rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. It's supposed to be the opposite of that, together, compressed in a small area. To achieve a solid level of shit compression, squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the 2 hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Alright, let's go return the key and talk to the manager. You know, what would happen if a manager's name was Karen? Would she summon herself? Real shit. Oh, it's just such a nice song.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key. Thanks, I hope you found what you were looking for. I found the victim's clothes. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Or who else has keys to the trash container? The Trash Collection Services, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though. Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. He turns to the man. Thank you anyway. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her.
I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with a crime scene. I've seen something here at Whirling, Garte. I think a thing I need to talk about. He rolls his eyes. What thing? Saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union. Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come here in the evenings, dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit, but they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time. Authority, medium success. He hates the Union, but begrudgingly recognizes power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate! Let it go. You're above gratuitous baiting. The lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod. We should find out who this loud faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. How do we find them? We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. He looks toward the booth. Men are hungry. Even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow. Logic, medium success. There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear that you got that. Alright. Something else. Ooh. Something else I wanted to ask about. What? Reaction speed, easy success. By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the world later. Why? Alright. Yeah, so it's recommending that I haven't actually pestered this person just vibing over here. What's up, Shanto? How you doing? And yes, rum. Wonderful, wonderful. You enjoying a nice calm Sunday? Or maybe exciting if that's your shtick. I'm doing pretty alright. I'm quite enjoying Disco Elysium, although it is taxing on my throat. But I'm getting through. It's good to kind of get back into forcing myself to do my weird voices again. Well, as weird as they can get at the moment. Let's do the dock. Let's talk to the sleeping dock worker for a sec. Man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree. Interfacing, medium success. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carbiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. No. Inspect the piece of plastic on his carbiner. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John. I am not going to do that. Pick up the pills. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. You just picked up... Oh, it's a tutorial. I've skipped like half of the tutorial items. You've just picked up medicine. This item is stored in your bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Click on the plus icon to heal your morale if you have morale damage. I'm not stealing his dock worker item ID.
Bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Electrochemistry. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Not now. Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime? Baby, who cares? Just rum? Finished thought. Hey Lena, what's up?
Hello again, sweetie.
Never mind. I'm not asking people for money. That's so sad. A fucking amnesiac officer just asking literal strangers. It's like, hey, do you got any pocket change for me? Okay. Let's explore around and see what I can do. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. Hello, sir.
Welcome to Revachol.
Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you. It's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Oh, shit.
Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
There's salt being thrown.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Wow. Rhetoric, medium success. What he means is fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination. So we are in limbo. No, he's right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Racist lorry driver. I don't know about that, buckaroo.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Spirit decor, easy success. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine. Fucking A, Kim, I got your back. Punch him on the shoulder. Let's see. This is like the sarcastic fuck you, so I'm gonna do that. Well, I think we all learned something here. Smile at the lorryman.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lorryman shakes his head with indignation. The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. Authority, medium success. You could ask him to show you the soles of his boots. He definitely looks like someone capable of a lynching. Maybe he was present. Found this mug in the trash. Show it to the man. Is it yours? I just dug out a piece of garbage and I'm just gonna start hassling people with it now. You know what? Why not? Let me see the soles of your boots. Been admiring the stompers, eh? He grins. Sure thing. Check them out. He lifts his left foot, then right. Look at the sole. On the bottom of the man's boots, you see an intricate tangle of treads with no immediately discernible pattern. What's up with your soles? Is Ravacho. Where'd you get boots like that? Custom made. Cost me a pretty penny. He rubs the back of his balding head. But, why? For when the invasion comes. He glances at the lieutenant. The last thing they'll see before the lights go out is this. Is illustrious Ravacho. Team Kitsuragi. It doesn't look like the lieutenant cares. He just makes a little note. Whatever they are, these aren't the boots I'm looking for. Anyways, I mean, I guess I could pick a rhetoric fight with this dude. So what is this invasion anyway? It sounds more like immigrant bashing. Hey man, you know, there are all sorts of invasions. He looks at his boots. Then you. I thought we could rely on the cops. We're in this together, whether you realize it or not. You know, why not? Found this mug in the trash. Show it to the man. Yours? He stares at the yellow man mug. Then suddenly he explodes. Oh man, that's great. Look at the guy go. Haven't seen anything like that funny in a while. Is it yours? God damn. He wipes the tears away from his eyes. Thanks for that, but no, is not mine. He doesn't live in Martinez. Logic medium success. What are you hauling? Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike. So, it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. Pardon me. Wait, how long has this been going on then? A strike? They've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe? He gestures towards the lorries. But this here is just the last week or so. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? Apples? Rhetoric, medium success. Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide. Sounds like a cover story to me. Look, Ace Detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. He loses his patience explaining it. I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Kozhko picked apples. Rhetoric, medium success. Kozhko may be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think. So they grow apples in Grad? Yep. Is one of their main exports. They grow them down south Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas. Encyclopedia, medium success. In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life. Yekokata is not in the south, and they definitely don't grow apples there. Yeah? Suzu. It's literally in the name, Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. The lorryman driver glares at you intently, then shrugs. Then I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those Kozhkos. They're everywhere, except their own homes. You keep saying Kozhkos. What does that actually mean? It means the people living in Grad. Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvok. Those degenerates from Grad. Okay, so it's an ethnic slur.
Yeah. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise? So, can I see the apples? Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in them. He looks at you with a strange glint in his eyes. Frederick, relax. You've got all that you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory, so he'd remain unaccountable. You said something about the rights and privileges of lorrymen? Yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had the royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges. Hold on, what's a carter? Someone with a cart. What do you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches, before machines. And that's a privilege? Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything. Very ancient, very prestigious. Yeah, sure, buddy. So you're in a carter's guild. Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profits. But when they try to replace us, they regret it. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter. Alright, we're done here. Peace. Book. Oh god. Jump Jams, Popular Music Magazine. A glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. Frit sick. 3 T's. How dramatic. This is like a corner store or something. Ooh, reading books passes time. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips, too. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio. Terror machine. The terror machine stands in the corner and a sign says, 1 bottle equal 10 cents. What is this machine? Street clerk. Clerk looks up out of her magazine. Oh, that's the terror machine. Yes, but what is it? She knits her brow, confused. It's, a machine for tear? You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever. You put it in the machine, then it gives you money? I see. And how do I pick up tear for the tear machine? You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... She shrugs awkwardly. Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though I'm sure there are some out there. She points outside, somewhere. Buy smokes. I don't know if I want to buy smokes, though. I only have, like, barely have three bucks, dude. Bro, tell me to buy cigarettes. Knick-knack stand. You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Frit slogan on them. Interfacing, medium success. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display. Yeah, no. Ooh, gives a +1 to endurance. Interesting. What's that? What's that? Points at raincoat. What is what? Or, sorry. What is what? The girl leans over the counter and you see what you're referring to. It's a raincoat? If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real. She taps on the glass counter. The raincoats patiently await purchase. Leave. Ooh. Thought complete. Volumetric shit compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Rivachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not all law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts. All endurance white checks unlocked. Learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Accept. Cool. Excuse me. I'll hold on to this level up point for the time being. Interesting. Shimmering wall of vices. A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop's wall, inviting you closer. This is not a good place for a recovering addict. The clerk looks at the wall of goods behind her. Guess not. No. She adjusts her hat. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that. Volition, medium success. Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away, get back to work. Ooh. Leave. I don't even have the money for it. What's this? St. Baptiste Pharmaceutics. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the St. Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Encyclopedia, medium success. Their logo is the bloodless rose, a pure white untouched by harm. Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nocifed, Druamine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma. +1 health, +3 health, +1 morale. Okay, so it's their yeah, slightly more cost-efficient versions of them. I'm tempted, but I need to save my money for the time being. What do those products do? I don't know. Let's see. Nocifed is a nasal spray. Druamine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogammin is she stops. I don't really know what hypnogammin is. I guess it makes you feel less shit? It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. Can you be a little... no, that's pretty specific. Thank you for explaining, miss. Her nose is already back in her magazine. Uh-huh. Alright, well, I know where this is now. Hey. Go trash picking. Pile of clothes. There are a pile of clothes inside. Cheap secondhand clothes, smelling of a stranger's body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Rhetoric, medium success. Save the economy. That sounds off. Save the economy? What are you talking about? Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash. Keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco. Aren't you begging everyone? You have a free market to dismantle after all. I should totally be begging for money. Thanks for the advice. I'll try to be more economically conscious, buddy. Very cool. The economy thanks you, officer. Browse through the box. You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places. Economical, but also trendy, the street vendor shouts. Look firsthand, buy secondhand. Keep the economy moving. Composure, medium. Find something worth salvaging from the pile of rags. Failure. No good. All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs or too loose around your waist. Discard woolly pants. Now luck? Street vendor says, visibly disappointed. Why not take another look, officer? Keep your support in the economy. No, I don't want to. Leave for now. Found sneakers on the pedestal. What? Okay. You see two lowly defeated... on a pedestal of speakers. What is this title? You see two lowly defeated speakers. Thralls. Slaves, basically. Perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of FALN durable wear sneakers. Ultra Series.
I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Inspect the speakers. These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable FALN Ultras atop them. No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The man points at the footwear. The sneakers are the stars here. What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers? Get some jeans. These, officer? These speakers are Sumerian garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them. Encyclopedia, medium success. Sumerian trash? That sounds like they're from the Sumerian People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat. I inspect the sneakers. Pair of FL Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway. A jet black upper and a silver lined midsole. Those sneakers, mister. The street vendor intones. Those sneakers are the latest FALN sneakers. Super rare, super fine, super cool. Super hot, super hot. Sorry, came over me. Only 50 real. Rhetoric, easy success. Only? That's madness. Conceptualization, medium success. FALN Ultra, wear the future. You remember the slogan from the Sun magazine. Yeah, I don't know about that, buddy. Let's talk to you yourself. See the Sumerian street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of garbage, or goods. It is garbage. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. Perception set, easy success. The name Solange is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
Gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool.
Hey, very cool. He makes both. I did the same exact thing. I didn't even read on. He makes both hands into finger pistols and fire a few finger bullets into the air. You know, like, hey, yeah.
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh yeah, you got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Can I wear a dress? I will be the prettiest princess cop you've ever seen. He settles back into the pile of boxes he's sitting on. Volition, easy success. Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. questions. Cop attitude reach finger guns. Yeah. Bam. Where are you from, Solange? Me? Ah, it's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Rachel. Encyclopedia, medium success. This man probably comes from Sigay. Sometimes known as the apricot suzerainty, or an archipelago in the Sumerian Isola. This is really testing my pronunciation, which isn't a bad thing. You're from the apricot suzerainty, right? Medium success. Apricot suzerainty comes to mind an era when the Sigay archipelago was colonized by Rachel. It's a bit of a slur, in other words. Oh, Sigay. Or sea guy. Fuck, dude. It even got me. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say you're from Sea Guy. Very cool, Solange nods, his eyebrows furrowed. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the apricot suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left. But isn't it only a shithole because of Rachel? You're welcome. I try to be supportive of other people's cultures. Yeah, isn't it because of Rachel? He smiles brightly. If you say so, officer. I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur, you know? Whatever's good for business is good for me. No, I'm not. I'll look around, thank you. I'm not. I don't want to ask people for money. Like, I'll do it if I really, really need to, but like, damn, dude. Helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Hot air rises up from the sewers. Sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. I don't know if I would really use those words to describe that, but sure. Another dumpster. Hey, fingerless gloves, electrochemistry, interesting. Water lock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. And another person. Let's go investigate this building over here first. Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Yeah, I'll go in that after, actually, then. If that's just a place to sell shit. Talk to this gentleman here. Man on water lock. G'day, the officers. A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock, and an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock? My friend Barry the butcher is stuck on the other side. It's a good officer. Stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating his salami. From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and gray overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami. The man on the waterlock picks the skin off a slice of salami and takes a sizable bite. Very good stuff. Anything I do for you, officer? Do you know what caused this wreckage? Point at the smashed billboard in the canal. I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rachel. Inland Empire. The words daredevil driver sounds ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Do you know what's further down the coast? Can I have some? Can I have some salami? Coast. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Thinks for a moment. Not really much else. Just bombed out ruins. Yeah, I'm kind of peckish. Can I have some of that? Sure thing. He cuts off a slice of salami. Want some too, officer? He turns to the lieutenant. The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. Why not? Takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Right. Bye. Thank you. That was really kind of him. Alright, what's up with this? Waterlock control panels. A couple of indicator lights are missing from the control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. Visual calculus. Trivial success. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed Samara and Butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. Pull. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins and you hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens. Release it. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal some other way. Perception sight. Trivial success. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? Leave. Yep. Alright, pawn shop. Oh, wait, did that salami go into my inventory? Oh, this place is sketch as fuck. Oh no, right, I had electrochemistry. Welcome to the pawn shop. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register maybe? A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says day. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Mostly military wear, with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Alright, I guess you want to talk.
It's not often that I see officers of the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
He asks. Empathy, easy success. His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls in the shop. Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Business plan is all over the place. You should specialize, zoom in, recapitalize. It's just a pawn shop, dude. Let's see. Quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and the shadows on the walls behind you. Actually, I'm curious to see if I can't get that.
Hello again.
Oop. Suggestion. Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally. Now we know you're capo type. There are capo types? Yes, guess what's yours? Sorry, cop. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. I'm sorry you had to monitor me. Some kind of... yeah. Sorry, cop. Yes, sorry, cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official, then, shall we? Empathy, medium success.
Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in there. Okay, but what are the other Kappa types? You know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the Advanced Interesting Cop, Liquid Shadow Cop, but you're too sorry to say those things, so here we go. Won't the other Kappa types be jealous? What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine, don't worry. Conceptualization, easy success. They'll be super, super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Kappa type from sorry to anything. I'm sorry, opt-in. Rigorous self-critique. Of course you are. It's okay. See, if you can get something out of this, like, info, or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million bucks. Logic. Easy success. That won't happen. I like that I'll get a fucking -1 to my authority for it. That's fine.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Alright, this is a D4, everyone. Let's see if I can figure out what he's on. Failure. Okay, he's definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides, but you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get the answer. Logic, medium success. Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues. Empathy, medium success. A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud. Alright. Right.
Hello again. How can I help you?
By the way, do you have, might be able to aid our investigation. I doubt I can, but I can try to answer any questions you may have. Know anything about the recent hanging? I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone. Drama, medium success. He doesn't know anything. Actually, that's all I've got. Something I'd like to sell. Let me have a look. I'll check my pockets, access your pawn menu. I actually don't want to sell any of these. Never mind. Shelf of boomboxes. The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped and dented, they stare at you with unblinking eyes of tape reels. Stand on the tips of your toes to see more. One specially catches your eye, deep gold and amber plastic with a big ol' handle on top. Classic boombox says Stereo 8 approved. Inland Empire, medium success. This is you, Golden Orange, a sunset suite. Interfacing, easy success. Just make sure it works before you buy it. Drop keep the stereo paper. I'm not that interested in it. Sawed-off streetlight. A typical Martinet streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. Is that a streetlight? Yes, officer. As you can see, it's in perfect working order. See, but it's not in working order because it's not on the fucking street. Composure, medium success. His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide. Where'd you get this? It was brought to me to be altered. Kim Kisaragi. He leans in so the pawnbroker doesn't hear him. We're not here to investigate the theft of city property. He pauses, studying the light, then adds, You have to admit, it's rather clever what he's done with it. Alright. Hmm.  'Cause 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 'cause
Knick-knack stand. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets display on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, yet others in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. And an Empire medium success. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Win, her? Yes, buy something. Nice. A figurine. Volition, medium success. This sounds... shouldn't trust this guy. Dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table. Interfacing easy. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing a futuristic tracksuit? Trousers that say FALN? What is this? Show the shopkeep. Oh, that's the headless FALN rider. Who? Headless FALN rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Raventrol sporting a FALN's tracksuit. As you can see, he's missing his head. He points to the decapitated figurine. 50 cents, bargain price. I'll throw in a tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it or something. That part of the story has many interpretations. Nah, I'm good. I was hoping for other stuff here, but that works. Cool. What's up, folks? How it do?
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
Oh. He covers his mouth to hide a burp.
Oh, I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to angry old Rene first.
Sure.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape?
Whew, baby, you got some loud voice. That is some inconsistent audio mixing right there. Okay. Let's hope it doesn't blow our eardrums out too bad. Let me know. I can adjust the stream audio.
Rene, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
This one's still chewing on a sandwich.
I am trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
What? Grab the ball and show him how it's done. 1 minute at a time. Don't get involved in the game. You know what? Why not? Let's fuck it. Try it. Do a little cutscene. Medium failure. Hand-eye coordination. This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. Oh god. You threw your sister's breast. Mon Dieu! The jolly man exclaimed. Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw. What the? Oh god. Throw terrible and you know it. No need to mock me. What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect thank you, throw. His tone is full of admiration. How are you ever going to get the officer shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass? He shakes his head in extreme disdain. Oh, God. I was going for something cool, but I guess I screwed it up like always. The man in the uniform says nothing. His gaze is fixed on the horizon. His married partner is staring at the ground like he's trying to see right through the other side. Lieutenant is looking at you. His face is expressionless. Everybody's just like, oh my god, this fucking dude just fucked up. Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling in Rags? Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has completely passed me by. And most of the locals? In Martinet, the union is law, so can you really blame them? But you don't have a problem with cops? Cop is a pejorative term. I do not have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. Rhetoric, medium success. He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics. So you want to talk about politics? What are your opinions on the socioeconomic status of Raybichol? No, you don't. So again, you don't know anything. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I am an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me. Drama. Medium success. 'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing. Inland Empire. Medium success. This is a man with a lot of past but little present and almost no future. Sorry, I'm gonna have to stop shortly. I'm getting worn out. Seem to be playing in a crater. Yes, the man nods. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Do you know who created it? I do. He nods, straightening his back. Fire from heavy artillery. Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why? Why what? Why was heavy artillery used? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Wait, who are the communards against again? Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists. Call them what you like, they just chose the name to feel special. The Carbineer frowns. Senseless sentimentality. Did you use artillery fire against them? Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly, too. Too valiantly. So valiantly that we got licked. He adds, squeezing a bull in his fist. Should have fought dirty. Like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though. We lacked caliber. God bless him, but the Caesarean's cannons simply weren't big enough. Logic, medium success. It was probably a bit more complicated than that. Look around, I understand a bomb this place too. Why shell them here in Martinet? Because this place is the damn beachhead, he says, pointing to the bay. Had to soften the commies up first. The beachhead? Yes. He nods, inspecting you with some disdain. The military-coordinated amphibious landing to take back Raybichol. Martinet was used as one of the 3 footholds in Raybichol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Marie and the Delta. He points to the northeast. Fuck, dude. Nod thoughtfully and turn to look northeast. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely. He says, looking down at the soil. We're playing pentank on their mangled corpses. Gaston, Martin, Blood Ground. The other shakes his head. You got old Rene going there. Like he isn't angry enough already. Is that why everything is so bombed out? Damn right, Stan. They laid the fire of hell on this city before they stormed it, and they worked, too. There's a strange gleam in his eyes. Somebody was farting outside, sorry. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinet they kept as a monument. A dark shadow runs across his face. And now, the Union Socialists are practically running the place. Well, it's your own fault, the jolly man remarks. You, we, the coalition, Rachel, whoever you wanna blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still hold influence. You don't even begin to understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... He stops mid-sentence and turns to you. What do you think? Rhetoric, easy success. Thinking men have opinions on these. Present one. Fuck, dude. I don't have an opinion. I lack a lot of information right now. Because, just like on a history basis. I mean, soft socialists pay hard working class to take over. I mean, fuck it. Communism? Hooray? Preposterous. Surely you don't mean it. He frowns. I'm just sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those commie hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking my piss in the mountains. I would have preferred if the right honorable King Giraim returned to Revachol and Indy, or even if that damn clown Friesel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Empathy, medium success. This royal failure weighs heavily upon him. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. He sighs. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the rule of suzerain with. What exactly is a suzerain? Suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? He then slowly nods and says to himself, they've forgotten already. Empathy, medium success. Soon they'll forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the field and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire. Oh, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. My fucking... My throat is getting destroyed right now. Oh. Okay. Still not a whole lot done. I've played for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And we're still, like, barely even, as Sigurd said, finishing the investigation. Not even past day 1. I need more tea. I need more everything. Alright. Trying not to keep clearing my throat. Let's send y'all off to somebody else. Let's see. I've got Strongest Grandma playing Enter the Gungeon. Something fast-paced and less brainy than this. So let's do that.
Yeah. See you next time, everyone. Have a good rest of your Sunday. I'm gonna go, like, not talk for, for quite a bit. See you on the other side. Peace out.